Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Logan, and today it is Throwback Thursday. So we're gonna take a trip down memory lane for tonight. Look at some old cards and a PSA 10s, and just the crazy value that they have. A bunch of these cards, a lot of you guys probably collected back in the day. I unfortunately wasn't able to collect a bunch of these cards back in the day because I was a baby. So my parents were like, "You're not getting these cards," because they knew I was just gonna launch them, rip them, eat them, do whatever I wanted with them. So they're like, "Why waste money?" But without further ado, we're gonna start with the guy that started it all off, the first edition base set Shadowless Charizard. It sold for $270,000, and not too long ago. It was August 3rd, but I mean, obviously, this card doesn't really pop up too often in a PSA 10 condition. It only has a pop 10 of 124. I mean, $270,000. That's an insane amount of money. Shout out to whoever got this card, because boy, oh boy. And like I said, I never held this card, never even thought of having this card, because my parents were like, yeah, you're not getting that. Which I completely understand now that I've grown up. So next we're going to do the Gold Star Charizard. Like I said, this is all kind of the holy grail cards from way back in the day. Kind of what they're like in a PSA 10. The Gold Star Charizard, $65,000 and a PSA 10. Only a pop of 98, which is ridiculous. Actually insane. It's not my favorite Gold Star, but it's a Gold Star Zard. The Gold Stars are obviously dumb hard to pull. So, I mean, it gets the respect it deserves, and it's a low pop. So, now we're going to go to my favorite. This is my favorite Gold Star right here. The Gold Star Gyarados, Shining Gyarados. Like I said, I've mentioned this plenty of times. Shining Gyarados is my favorite Shining. Just the red just flows so good for some odd reason. I just love it. But July 14th, like, this is all within recent, 3 or 4 months of each other. Sold for basically $60,000. Man, I would love to have this card, but probably will never have this card, because $60,000, that's a crazy amount of money. Next up, we got the Latios. $51,000, only a pop 28 for the Latios, and it's from Deoxys. I'm pretty sure this is still the most expensive EX era pack booster box. It's ridiculous, because you got the Latios, you got the Latias, and you got the Rayquaza. I couldn't find anything on the Rayquaza, but a pop 28 on a Latios Gold Star, I mean, no wonder it sold for $51,000. That's a stupid low pop. Next, we got the Pikachu Gold Star, sold for $37,000. All of them are, a lot of these sales are from the ZNG Emporium, very well-known sellers. Obviously, as you can see, 42,000 sales. But pop 118 on the Pikachu Gold Star. One of my buddies actually had this in a PSA 9 not too long ago, and I think he traded it, but it was like a crazy trade. They were sitting there talking for about an hour, trying to figure out what all they could get into this trade. Next up, the Gold Star Rayquaza. This is the Japanese version. The silver borders really do flow on this card. I've always been a silver border guy, especially for modern day. But, vintage cards, I guess the yellow borders wasn't really that bad at all. But the silver border on this Rayquaza just is awesome. I absolutely love this card. And the way the claw is kind of sticking out of the picture, coming to get you a little bit. Pop 96, $26,000 and a PSA 10. This sold in July as well. And it's Japanese. I couldn't imagine what the English Rayquaza would pull right now with how much hype Rayquaza specifically has. It probably is the most expensive Gold Star in a PSA 10. So we'll just have to wait and see until that time comes. Next up, we got the Mewtwo Gold Star Phantom, or Holland Phantoms. I almost said Phantom Forces. Holland Phantoms, 24,000. A little bit higher. I said a little bit higher. 126 in a PSA 10. I guess a little bit higher for Gold Stars rates. But yeah, 24,000 for the Mewtwo Gold Star. Not my favorite. Like I said, it's a very popular Pokemon, and it's a Gold Star. They're all super hard to pull. Sold on August 24th, so we're getting a little bit more recent. But now we go to probably the best crystal card. It's Lugia from Aquapolis, PSA 10, $41.5 thousand. Sold in September 17th, so not too long ago, less than a month ago. Pop 138. This card is absolutely beautiful in person. It is really a stunning card to look at in person. It's the best crystal, honestly. It really is. So next, we're going to stick with Lugia, Call of Legends. It's the Shining Lugia, PSA 10, sold for $23,000. At a Pop 19. A Pop 19. Oh my God, that's insane. And it was on August 17th, so it's a pretty recent sale for a card with that low of a pop. That's actually insane to think about. A Pop 19. And Call of Legends was like a standalone, like its own little set, but it packed a punch. If you guys want to go look at a set with some crazy looking cards with the silver borders, Call of Legends is a really, really nice set. It's literally all the legendary Pokemon at that time were in one set, and they're shining. Whoo! It doesn't get much better than that, especially for vintage. So next up, we got the Crystal Charizard from Skyridge. Sold on the PSA 10, $35,000, July 19th. Oh, man. If only we knew as kids to keep some of these cards or grade them back in the day. What could have been, right? And now this is my all-time favorite set. I know it's pretty basic, but just the Legendary Collection Reverse Hollow Fireworks pattern. It just looks so good, and it's one of a kind. Nobody has ever done this firework pattern again, so I just love them. I really do. And the Pokemon that they put in the Legendary Collection, it has all the big boys from back in the day in this with that firework reverse hollow. It doesn't get much better than that. With a Pop 85, sold for $34,000, a Charizard Legendary Collection reverse hollow. What a card. That firework pattern really pops off. So next we got the Shining Charizard from Neo Destiny. Now this is an old cert too. You can see the old cert PSA is not right here on the plastic. It's right there and right there. But this sold October 6th, guys. This is what, 4 days ago? $26,000. First edition Neo Destiny Shining Charizard. Now these Shinings, oh man, they look so good. So good. I love the old school Shinings where it's just a Pokemon shining and everything else is kind of normal. Woo, man. Pop 267 too. So, that's not a lot. That's not a lot at all. Next up, this one's kind of a shocker, if you will. This is best offer accepted. There was one that sold for like 15 grand. It's the Rayquaza, the Mega Rayquaza from Roaring Skies. It has a pop of 114. And like I said, this was best offer accepted, but I'm pretty sure I saw one that was like $15,000 in a PSA 10, which is utterly insane for a card that's 10 years old. But that just goes to show that it's not the age of the card, it's the Pokemon in it. It's low pop, and is it a crazy artwork? There's multiple factors that go into card prices, especially in a PSA slab as well. It's not just because it's old, it's going to be worth more. No, that is not the case. If it is a fan favorite Pokemon, super cool artwork, and a low pop, it could beat out all the old cards as you're seeing right here. So next up, we got the Gengar Hollow from Skyridge. Everybody knows Skyridge. Everybody knows that it's one of the best sets of all time for artworks. Definitely one of the best vintage sets of all time, without a doubt. This sold August 27th for $25,000. PSA 10 pop, only a 97 on the Gengar Hollow from Skyridge. Next, now this one's kind of crazy. The first edition Jungle Snorlax Hollow, only a pop 76, which is, it's got the clear hollow background, so any little scratch will pop up. Anything will pop up on this hollow. So, I guess the pop report kind of makes sense, but it's over $24,000, which that has taken a huge jump recently. Because I remember even back then during the COVID boom when it was all vintage was going nuts. I don't think this got this high at all. I probably should have looked that up, but I'm pretty sure this blew out the all-time high. I don't even think it's close. Next up, this kind of tags along with the Mega Rayquaza that I was pointing out. This is just a regular full art from Phantom Forces. It's a Gengar from Phantom Forces full art. It's got the trippy colors in the background. It's an amazing card. Fan favorite. Only 11-year-old card, PSA 10, low pop, 83, sold for over $15,000, guys. Like I said, it is an older card, but it's not like the oldest card. Where you're like, that card's not even that old. The vintage card should be worth more. That's not the case all the time. I really like this card. It's that big old smile, and that he's outlined in gold. It really makes that purple pop out even more. It's such a fantastic card. And with holy crap, Phantasmal Flames coming out, Gengar is getting a bunch of hype. And now we got Snorlax Level X from Rising Rivals, PSA 10, Pop 25, guys. This is now we're getting to the nitty gritty here. There's only a Pop 25, sold for $15,000 on the dot, August 17th. So just a couple of months ago. The Level X's back then were really nice too. When you see that silver hollow border, you opening up a pack back in the day, the rush is insane. It is really insane. And the rush is insane just watching it too. Because I've never personally opened up a Level X, but just watching somebody pull one it's thrilling, honestly. Now we're gonna stick with Snorlax, the Legendary Collection Reverse Holo Snorlax, Pop 21. So like I said, we're getting slim pickings right now. $14,000, $14.6 thousand in a PSA 10. Sold September 28th, so 2 weeks ago basically. Pop 21, I'm a little surprised as it didn't sell for a little more with how low the pop is, but it could have just been a bad day. I'm not really sure. Snorlax is a fan favorite Pokemon, Legendary Collection Reverse Holo with the super low pop. I'm kind of surprised that didn't sell for more, if I'm being honest with you. Next up, we got the Gengar EX from Fire Red Leaf Green. Pop 104 sold for $13,000 October 5th. So that's literally four or 5 days ago. That's really recent. That's an old PSA cert too. So I wonder, how's the condition look like on these old certs? Oh, that is clean. I mean, we had a little something right there. Whatever, a little something right there. But other than that, that could just be dust from an old. I mean, just it being old. But wow, Gengar EX. That's a nice looking card right there. Next up, the Lugia Holo from Diamond and Pearl Secret Wonders. This is just a holo, guys. You got to think about this. You're like, oh man, I didn't pull an EX, Level X, whatever they were pulling in this era. I did not open up Diamond and Pearl at all, if I'm being honest with you. This is just regular holo. You would have been kind of bummed a little bit. I mean, it's a Lugia holo, don't get me wrong. But you're like, I didn't pull one of the top cards. I just got a regular holo. Pop 26 sold for $9,000 in a PSA 10 for the Lugia holo from Secret Wonders. So that's an insane price. I mean, but it's a low pop and a Lugia, but man, $9,000. That's a lot of money. Speaking of a lot of money for a regular holo, we got the Umbreon from Call of Legends right here. It is a fantastic card. The holo foil pattern on this card specifically with that bright background really pops. Sold for, again, $9,200. Pop 22, PSA 10. I mean, this regular holo, that's insane to think about. Oh man, I could, like, back then you're like, oh, regular holo, and it's only a 14-year-old card. I say only a 14-year-old card, but it's getting pretty old, don't get me wrong, but man, the vintage holos most of them can't keep up even with this one. Next up, so this is, if you've seen this card in person, then you know. This has got to be one of the most just beautiful cards to look at in person. It really is that gorgeous of a card. It's so sparkly. The bubblegum pink Mew looks so freaking good with the blue diamond background. I mean, it's just a gorgeous card. The Mew Full Art Holo from Legendary Treasures Radiant Collection, $8,000 or $7,900 and a PSA 10. This one doesn't have a pop report, which is kind of surprising to me because the ZNG Emporium. But so September 28th, a couple weeks ago, almost $8,000. I mean, but this card is phenomenal. If you haven't seen it in person, you gotta just get a look at it. It's so beautiful. So for the last two cards, I think this is the lowest pop that we looked at. The last one for sure, the lowest pop. And this second one, I mean, it's the Giratina Full Art Promo. It's from the black and white era. Pop 15. Only 15 of these bad boys in a PSA 10. It's over $15,000, and it's a promo. Now, you got to think, old promos, they usually have nicks that as soon as you take them out, they're usually always creased or bent or something like that. So the pop report kind of makes sense in this case. But $15,000 for a black and white for a promo. You just opened up the tin, you automatically got the promo back in the day, or could have been a collection box. Could have been a collection box actually, but it is a really cool card. This Giratina with the blue plasma borders. It's a really stunning card. The lightning going on in the background. It's a really nice card to look at. Actually, it really is. So, but the last card is the lowest pop that I've seen in a very long time. It's a Giratina Full Art from Dragons Exalted, Pop 5. We're single digits pop report for a PSA 10. Sold for $15,000 for a Giratina Full Art. Whew. Giratina kind of got a lot more hype whenever Lost Origin and Crown Zenith came out. In a short time span, Giratina really got a lot of fans from the card game perspective. So, I mean, a Pop 5, and it's Giratina, and you got like the purple hypnosis pattern in the background. I mean, that's a great looking card. But $15,000, oh my! But it's a Pop 5, so like I said, it kind of makes sense. But man, these cards, I mean, it's the holy grails that I could just kind of just look through, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, the memories of looking through the Toys R Us ads back in the day, and you're just like, all these cards. Now, obviously, not the more recent cards, but kind of the older cards, just strolling down memory lane, and then you get to the Pop 5 Giratina. But all right, guys, that's gonna be it. Kind of a shorter video. Just want to take a stroll down memory lane with you guys for a little Throwback Thursday. If you enjoy the content, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for a chance at a giveaway. It will be announced in tomorrow's video. So for your chance to win, make sure you do those three things. I hope everybody has a good night. Y'all take it easy. Peace.